If you're trying to get your money in order and your finances in order, you've probably wondered, who in the heck do I go to get help? Is it a financial advisor, a financial planner, or a financial coach? Now, there's a lot of overlap in these three, but there are some very distinct differences that I'm going to go through in this video so that you know exactly which one to go to and which one to go to first and maybe second and third. But I'm going to help you save a lot of money and a lot of time. So watch through the end of this video where I talk about each one of these roles in detail so that you know which one actually to go to and see. My name is Cluff, and I love helping people manage, protect, and grow their mony. I'm a certified financial educator and financial coach. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I know about what's the difference between an advisor, a planner, and a coach. So let's start with financial advisors. When a lot of people think about what to do with their money and how to get advice, they think financial advisor. He's going to give us advice. Well, let me just share with you a little bit about what a financial advisor is and does. So let me just bring this down here to a little bit smaller so you can see. So a financial advisor typically is somebody that helps you manage your investments. They'll recommend stocks, bonds, mutual funds. They are the ones that help you buy the investments that you want to in the stock market or for retirement accounts, 401ks, Roth IRAs, IRAs. Those financial advisors are the ones that help you with that. So they manage, advisors, they manage investments. They actually sell financial products. So if you want an IRA or a Roth IRA or 401k, or you need to have a stock or mutual fund or a bond or something that you want to buy, you go to a financial advisor. They're the ones that can sell those to you. Now, there's a lot of apps today where you don't even need a financial advisor. You can go buy stocks with Webull, with M1 Finance, with Robinhood. I actually have a couple links in the description below for the apps that I use. And so if you're interested, let me put a comment down below, investments, and I'll share with you a link of the different apps that I use for do-it-yourselfers. So financial advisors typically work on a commission basis. They will, as they sell financial products, they're going to make money on selling those financial products to you. So they do and can give advice. What you'll find is as we go through this, you're going to see a lot of overlap. A lot of financial advisors can do coaching. A lot of financial advisors can do planning, but I'm just going to differentiate and focus in on what makes an advisor separate from the other two. Now, you might get lucky and find an advisor that does all three. You might get lucky and find a coach that does all three or a planner that does all three, but if you find an advisor and all they do is advising and you need a coach, you're going to want to know the difference. One of the other things that really, if you need a financial advisor, it usually means that you already have your everyday money figured out. You already know how much money's coming in, how much money's going out. You got a good, strong budget or spending plan. You have your cash flow kind of in control. You don't have a lot of debts or liabilities, and you're building assets and you want to continue to build better assets or more assets and really continue to build your wealth. So they're going to provide wealth building strategies, tax advantage strategies probably. And so they're going to help you with each one of those products. But if you're trying to get out of debt and you're trying to you stop fighting with money at home and you want to really get good at your habits, behaviors, and beliefs, then you're not going to want a financial advisor because they're typically not going to be the ones that are going to provide that service to you. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is financial planners. What makes a financial planner different from an advisor, from a coach? Financial planners are usually the architects, or they usually have an overall plan that they'll give you, strategic plan where they can show you exactly what to do with your money. So they're going to look at your taxes, they're going to look at your investments, they're going to look at your goals and dreams, they're going to look at how many kids you have. They're going to help you with college planning and weddings and businesses. Financial planners can really help you with strategy. And they also assume that you already have a really strong foundation with your everyday money. They assume that you're good with your income, your expenses. They assume that you're good with your assets and liabilities. You know what they are, and you're moving forward. So financial planners are really good at creating holistic financial plans. They really focus on your long-term goals, short-term goals, even midterm goals, and they help support strategic moves in financial independence and budgeting. So they really do help you with a lot of those things. Now, certified financial planners are actually the highest designation that you can get as a financial planner. So if you're going to look for a planner, you're going to want to have a certified financial planner. Now, one of the other things that's really good about a certified financial planner is that once you already have basically a bunch of stuff, maybe you have some products, maybe you have some financial products, and you just want to kind of get an idea how to strategically position those products or how the products kind of work together so that you're using them properly. Like how does your 401k and your IRA and your life insurance and your car insurance, like how does this all play a role, and what can you do to really maximize your tax strategies and other things? That's going to be a financial planning role. So you might find a coach that knows how to do that. You might find an advisor that knows how to do that, but it's more of a planning and planner's role to be able to do that. Now they're going to expect you to already have organization. They're going to expect you to already know um, a little bit about your finances. They're not going to help you with your habits, behaviors, and beliefs. And money has more to do with mindset than it does with math. So financial advisors and financial planners are going to help you with the math and the strategy, where a financial coach is going to help you with the mindsets. So if you're struggling with the basics of, emotional spending or overspending or a lot of financial stress and strain, still kind of fighting at home with, what's going on with the money. We have a ton of money. We make a ton of money. What do we have to show for it? Where is it all going? Those types of things are more for a coach to work with and help you develop the habits and behaviors that are going to give you the opportunity to build a strong foundation so that you're ready for a financial planner and financial coach. So far, right now, where are you in your financial journey? Are you somebody who is already got a strong kind of budget? You already know your assets, liabilities. You just want to grow your wealth, and you really want to take a look at meet with a financial advisor? Are you somebody who would like to do a little bit more planning and looking at tax strategies and strategic ways to use the products and services that you own to really maximize your wealth? Then are you going to be with a planner? If you're somebody who's basically wondering why you're still living paycheck to paycheck, even if you're earning six figures, why you're still in debt, why you can't get out of debt, why does the cycle of debt continue to happen to you, then you're probably going to want to start with a financial coach. Financial planners, a good financial coach will refer you to a financial planner and a financial advisor when you're ready for them. Most people, when they come to me, they say, Paris, I need help with my money. Are you a financial advisor? I'm like, no, you actually don't. But tell me a little bit about where you are. And when they tell me where they are and what they want to accomplish, they actually don't need a financial advisor yet. They're not ready for one. They don't have their budget. They don't have their savings. They don't have their debt under control. They don't have their risk management with the different types of insurance that they need. They don't have any of these things. These first steps aren't there. And so I'm telling you that when you don't have those first steps, you're not ready for an advisor. You're not ready for a planner. You need to have those first initial steps. There's so many people right now. I think I heard a statistic that over 60% of people earning six figures are still living paycheck to paycheck. Those people need a coach. The coach will then give them that foundation and get them ready so that they can see a planner, so that they can see an advisor. A good coach actually might have a lot of strategic planning already in his practice. So let's talk about financial coaches really quick. Let's dive into what they do. So financial coach, they're going to really guide you through your behavior changes. What is your mindset? What are your beliefs? What are your spending habits? What are your emotions around money? When you think about paying the bills, do you get a lot of stress? Do you get a lot of anxiety? This is something that a coach is going to do. Now, financial coaches actually fall under life coaches with an emphasis on money. So it's kind of interesting that a lot of people think a financial coach is a financial person, a financial advisor, financial planner, where there's coaches that do that. I know I have a friend who's a CPA and a coach. So she plays the CPA role and the coaching role. But a financial coach is going to help you with understanding your habits, behaviors, and beliefs around money, helping you with your everyday dollars, helping you understand where's my income, how much money's coming in, how much money's going out, what are my assets, what are my liabilities, what are my goals financially, what does financial freedom even mean to me? Like a coach is going to help guide you through the process of really defining what your financial goals and dreams are. So if you don't know, if you think financial freedom for you is, oh, just someday I'm going to have enough money to do whatever I want, that's really ambiguous. It's very vague. A coach is going to help you really nail that down and give you an exact destination so that when you start your journey, you actually have a target to shoot at. So a financial coach is going to be somebody that's going to help you actually stick to your goals. We're going to help you be accountable. We're going to help you. We're like a personal trainer for your money. So we're going to help you through all the process of really making sure that you're achieving your goals. I have a friend of mine who went to a financial planner, and the planner made this elaborate plan. The strategies were gorgeous. They had the charts, the graphs, they had the nice notebook. It was a leather bound notebook. He paid several $100s for this plan. And at the meeting, he was kind of embarrassed to admit it, but so he just said, "Oh, everything's great. Thanks so much." He paid the fee and he walked out. Later, he told me though, he's like, "Paris, I have no idea what to do with this plan. I have no idea how to implement it. I have no idea. Like I have this great plan and this great, potential strategy, but I have no idea how to actually do it. I don't know how to implement it with my personal situation. And a financial coach is going to help you with implementation." So let's be honest for a minute. You don't need to buy a stock if you're in debt. If you don't need to have a significant strategic plan for tax strategies and other things, if you have no idea why you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Does that make sense? So I think that most people, frankly, need to start with a coach, and a coach that has a network of planners and advisors that they can refer you to when you're ready. So you tell me, what do you think? Where do you think you are on your financial journey? Are you ready for a financial advisor? Are you ready for a planner? Or do you think that you realistically, after thinking about it, after hearing what I've gone through, do you think, you know what, I actually need a coach? And so if that's you, if you're the person who says, I actually need a coach, put a comment below, say, coaching, and I will refer you. I'll send you a link with my coaching process so that you can actually get some great information. But I'd love to sit down with you and see if it's a good fit. See if my coaching style is a good fit for what you want to do. If you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you want to eliminate the stress, you want to really get dial into your habits, behaviors, and beliefs, and really get started and build that strong foundation upon which then you can start to invest and do other things, then you need a financial coach. I hope that this video was helpful to you. I hope that you understand the difference between an advisor, a planner, and a coach. And I hope that I can help you turn your income into wealth and build a massive bank account. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and have a fantastic day. Take care.